flag and you a fashion. What's cuz what you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The Raiders are top 10 in fewest points allowed. They'll be up against the Giants offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New York Giants. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Second down following the run. Now they'll throw with Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. On play action, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. It's complete to Grant. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. 6-year man Marquette King on to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets off a high spiraling kick. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now Manning wants to talk this over. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Manning. And he's got his rookie first-rounder. It's Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On the toss, Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The play clock's running down. Now Manning. And this is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Mixon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on D? An easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now they run with Mixon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Play action. Manning. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A giant first down. Manning to an open Beckham. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are in for 6. Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy. Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Throwing on first down is Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it. It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way. Manning. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Eli, not something you see a lot, sporting the wheels and picking up the first. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. The toss play to Mixon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it. On play action, now Manning. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. It's Obi Melifonwu, the rookie out of UConn. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On play action, it's Manning. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And Ingram hauls it in. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
We just saw that there with that pass completion.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now a play fake. Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Manning. It's caught. Beckham. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The fourth-year man from LSU, Brad Wing, to punt it away, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he powers his way up past the 30. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Carr going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On second down, here's Manning. And he almost had it defensively. could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Giants on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Manning. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down and 4. Manning to throw once more. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. You give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Manning to throw on second down, and he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Giants on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Manning. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now Carr.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds Coleman. Back now in the East Bay. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's brought down. 17 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On first down, Manning. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Manning to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Giants on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Manning again. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there at 22. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now they'll run it on the toss. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Manning now to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Frank's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This one fielded at the 5. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
To throw, it's Carr. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carr. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And this looks to probably be the final play. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the